While that last video rendered, I went ahead and experimented. And I told you I didn't really like either one of those two because the vertical lines weren't coming into play. So I changed this blending mode to overlay and then generated a new normal map, the exact same step I did before, and then took, Shift Option Command NEO, generated this new layer and took it into Camera Raw. And let me just show you a couple settings because I'm kind of starting to work a little different here. Just move the contrast a little bit, bump the clarity all the way up, came over here, took up the dehaze, and this really had everything. The colors were so garish. So under saturation, I lowered the saturation of individual channels, actually bumped the green up just a little bit because there's not much green in here, but what there was I kind of liked, and then went into the luminance channel and just tweaked a couple settings a little bit, and that's all I did in Camera Raw in order to get this. So if I just hit escape to get out of that, that's the new version of this, which I think is far more interesting. I love these dark and light lines playing off these very subtle colors. I think we're going to have more success with less blown out colors. Don't be afraid to desaturate. Keep things with a theme, and I will break that rule because every image is different. Some want to be bright and beautiful. The idea that subtlety can be effective as well, it's a fact. Look at all this little geometry. This is so cool. Last thing, when you save for the web, Shift Option Command S. When you save for the web, don't save out full-size images because on your Behance page, 2,000 is probably good, maybe even 1,500. You don't need huge JPEGs. Okay, when we're saving these out for our clients, completely different story. We're doing a different workflow. But for right now, for presentation, your Photoshop is the right size. The save for the web needs to be, the Photoshop still is smaller than it needs to be, but this is easily reproduced. Think about this and, the resizing. And when you do save, I'm not going to follow through with this. Make sure you save it in the same folder with the PSD. And you can see I just named it _01. So there you go. There's your workflow.